going down.
Check.
Yeah. Going down.
Check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you tuning in, we are minutes away from getting underway here at Alumni Field with the Albion College Britons facing off against the Kalamazoo College Hornets. We have a special guest here today, former men's soccer player, current assistant sports information director from Kalamazoo College, Kurt Miller, is here. Kurt?
Great to be here, Steve. Always good to be back at Alumni Field. A little bit different than what it looked like during my playing days, but just a fantastic day for some MIAA lacrosse today. Two teams here today, obviously the Albion College Britons facing off against Kalamazoo College. Albion comes in 6-3 overall into MIAA play. They lost their last game. Kalamazoo, on the other hand, comes in 4-3, winners of their last three. Albion, 8th year as a varsity program here at Albion College. Kalamazoo just in their 2nd year, so they're still in that building process, trying to build up depth within their program.
Absolutely. Would you say the field looks a little bit better than when you were here in your playing days?
You know, I'm a little bit biased because I do like that natural grass, but this is a spectacular venue, without a doubt. You got the big wall over there. You got baseball. You got softball. You got those practice fields getting ready to be sodded and seeded to the south. But this is a great venue, for sure.
Fantastic venue. Lucky to have it. Like you mentioned, beautiful day to be here. This is, in fact, the Grits conference home opener. So this will be our first conference game here at Alumni Field.
And especially, be positive.
We are getting ready to announce the starting lineups here, so give us 1 second while Bobby Lee takes care of that, and we will be back to you.
Dustin removes the other. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the brand new Alumni Field at the Davis Athletic Complex. Today, the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association presents a men's lacrosse contest between the Hornets from Kalamazoo College and your Albion College Britons. At this time, please rise and remove your caps. Military veterans may remain covered and render the hand salute as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's meet today's starting lineups. The visitors from Kalamazoo College on defense, number 1, George Asher. 12, Anders Feinholtz. And 29, Liam Tate. In the midfield, 13, Blake Bokamp. 17, Zach Morales. 22, Joe Edwards. And on the attack, 4, Brett Fitzgerald. 8, Hans Weiland. 23, Jake Bonifacio. And the goalkeeper, Nate Silverman. Assistant coach, Ty McGuire. Head coach, Vince Redco.
Hamper hits a little shake and bake.
And introducing the starting lineup for the Albion College Britons. The defense, a junior from Scots, number 7, Mick Lowe's. A junior from Milford, number 17, Dave Brown. And a sophomore from Northville, number 19, Ryan Griffiths. In the midfield, a senior from Novi, 6, Paul Johnson. A junior from Romeo, 11, Brandon Laboida. A first-year student-athlete from Dexter, 26, McGregor Wright. And on the attack, a first-year student-athlete from Spring Lake, 16, Alec Palmer. A senior from Grand Lake, 22, Dominic Hamper. A junior from Rochester, 39, Drew Harm. And a first-year student-athlete and goalkeeper from Canton, 33, Trevor McManus. The head athletic trainer is Andy Lawrence, the assistant coach, Nick Dorado, and the head coach, Jake DeCola. And as a reminder to all spectators, please be alert at all times during the game. Lacrosse balls can accidentally fly into the seating area. Be alert to the action. Albion College wants everyone to have a safe and enjoyable time at the game today.
All right, we are back. Albion is boasting a little bit of a different starting lineup from the usual. They stick with McManus in goal in the usual defense of Griffiths, Brown, and Lowe's. Then they spread the midfield with Laboida,
Right over there, those, you can see those.
McGregor Wright, a freshman from Dexter, and Paul Johnson, our long stick midi, of course. And then the attack they go with Hamper, first-year student Alec Palmer, and junior Drew Harm.
Shout out to McGregor Wright from Dexter. Best place there is in the world.
And Brits will win the face-off. McGregor Wright will charge right in, give it to Hamper.
What have you seen so far from Albion this year, Steve?
I've seen pretty much the consistency we've seen over the last couple years, taking the MIAA championships. They look determined. They play hard to the finish. The home game that I caught, John Carroll, there was a little bit of a challenge there. They were up a couple goals. They actually went down a goal with a minute left, scored 10 seconds later, scored 40 seconds later, won it in regular time by 1 goal. So definitely dealt with some adversity there, which was a good thing. I think they're well led by seniors Zach Hubble, Paul Johnson, and Dominic Hamper as well.
Yeah, it seems like Jake DeCole has really tried to put together a non-conference schedule that's challenged the team and really set them up. You know, they played some good regional opponents, set them up well for this MIAA schedule to hopefully, in their minds, win another MIAA championship. Kalamazoo, on the other hand, like I said, second year as a varsity program. Vince Redco in his second year as the coach. He's been there for 3 years, started laying the foundation in 2014. Now, like I said, team's second year, still looking for that first MIAA win. As a program, they got to continue to build depth and really start adding to that roster.
Yeah, absolutely. That is absolutely key. K's roster size is a little bit less than half the size of Albion, so like you mentioned, that is the crucial point in the building process, is getting that depth. Fatigue plays a huge factor. LaBoyda rips a shot and scores low. Brits take an early 1-0 lead.
LaBoyda, the Britain's second leading scorer this year. That's his 15th goal of the year. Also has 23 points, closely behind Zach Hubble, who has 26.
Yes, Hubble has 2 goals, has a 2-goal lead on him. Brits take the early 1-0
Now he
lead.
goal his 15th of the season, Brandon LaBoyda.
McGregor Wright and Joe Edwards step back up to take the face-off. Edwards wins it.
Get to see a few of the Kalamazoo players on the attack now. A couple guys to keep an eye on. Definitely want to look for Clapton Marquis, number 2, second on the team in goals this year with 11, 4 assists as well, and also Brett Fitzgerald. Both guys are very critical parts to the attack for Kalamazoo. Clapton Marquis, very good with both hands, so look for him to make an impact here on this attacking third for Kalamazoo.
I see Fitzgerald just received the ball behind the net. You said he's their most dangerous attacker. Senior Dominic Hamper likes to hang out back there as well. Very dangerous attacker for the Britons. Britons are bouncing off a loss to Aurora, so they are going to play with some anger here. As that's stolen, and Adam Jarvis will trot up the field for the Brits. Palmer has it. Alec Palmer, that is. Runs around the net, shoots one high.
Zach Morales was guarding him. He leads the Hornets with ground balls this year with a count of 48. Plays that long stick midfield position.
Cody Davis will check on and receive the ball for the Brits. Really couldn't ask for a better day for some lacrosse here, Kurt.
This is fantastic. This is one of the best days of the year so far. We're going to have some 70-degree weather tomorrow. Just, it's one of those spring weekends that you really can't get enough of being outside.
Palmer's got it behind the net. Just a little bit of information for you, Kurt. There are twin Palmers as freshmen and a junior. They're all brothers. So Harrison is a junior. Alec and Chase are the freshmen. So there's a goal right there from Nicholas Bowman, freshman. Darted right around the net, put it in the top corner. 2-0 lead for the Brits.
Fun fact, that is his first collegiate goal ever.
Congratulations, Nick Bowman, on your first collegiate goal. That is big time.
The Albion
dropping knowledge, dropping knowledge here on this podcast.
Absolutely.
Bowman!
Jake Tekola has done a fantastic job of recruiting underclassmen that are going to make an impact immediately, which is crucial for the team.
Yeah. Laid the foundation. You know, he's brought in classes in the past that have really helped. You know, like you said, laid that foundation. You got the original 4 of James Lawrence Kehoe V, Dan Genord, Mitchell Tyler Loney, Jeremy Sims. Those guys came in. They went through some trials and tribulations, but they've, like I said, laid the framework for this Albion team and Albion program to be where they are at this point in time. Only 8 years in, and you can say pretty easily that they are the favorite every year now to win the MIAA. That's what Kalamazoo would like to do here in the future, obviously. Second year, once again, trying to continue to build that. I think Vince Redco is definitely the guy to do that for them.
Absolutely. They even have a Sweet 16 appearance in the NCAA tournament. So
True.
Within 8 years, I think that's something to be pretty proud of. So to those guys that paved the way through those trials and tribulations, I hope they're watching today to see what they created. So
should be very proud.
Yeah, bright future for this program. Special thanks to them for doing what they did. Got a couple freshmen out here passing between each other. Got Grant Lemansky, Jacob Swift, Palmer. Paul Lewis is a sophomore, so Lemansky, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Looks like got 3 sophomore or freshmen out there in the attack, and that's a goal for freshman Jacob Swift.
Check on his goal count this year. Okay,
That'll be his fifth. Yep, fifth of the season.
Not quite as exciting as your first collegiate goal, but I mean, I think he'll take it.
I think you could argue that each one is as exciting as the last.
That's true. I think you could. I'm not gonna argue with that. Someone who did not score very many goals in his college soccer career, I mean, scoring a goal is a goal, so you got to take what you can get.
Absolutely. Brits up to a quick 3-0 lead here. Got 10-10 remaining on the scoreboard at Alumni Field. And McGregor Wright wins that for the Brits. Cook has it stripped, but scoops up the ground ball. Good scoop right there. He'll charge into the goal. And Kalamazoo will take possession, and it will be won back by LaBoyda. Good hustle right there. That's one thing that the Brits are, that is a big strength of the Brits, is to win the ball back immediately upon losing it.
It's definitely what every team strives to achieve, but when you have plenty of guys you can sub in and out of the game, go 100% all the time, sprinting nonstop, that's something you can definitely achieve easily, or not easily, easier than other teams.
Absolutely, like we touched on, roster size is key. So the Brits have an enormous roster, especially compared to that of the Hornets. Hornets have 17.
As Steve counts individual numbers right now. Hamper behind the net.
Brits do have 34, so they have twice the size roster of the Hornets. Oh, Junior Harrison Palmer is now on the field. He'll shoot and score. 4-0 lead for the Brits.
Timeout.
It's like Coach Redcoat's going to take a minute to talk this one over with Kay. I think he knew coming into this they were definitely going to be tested throughout this contest. They're 4-3 coming in, but I know he liked to schedule some teams that were also relatively young and new with their program. Trying to just get some confidence for his guys, test what they can do against teams with similar abilities. This is really their first big challenge of the year, and they're gonna get what they can out of this game today.
Yeah, absolutely. Win or lose, like you said, second years of program, so everything for them is really a learning process. You're not going to come in and immediately win the conference. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you saw with Albion when they came in. Well, they were actually in the Midwest Lacrosse Conference when they started out. But even when they came into the MIAA, they still had to overcome the challenge of Adrian, who was at the top. And once they did that, I mean, it's kind of amazing to see where Adrian is right now. They went through a coaching change, and they haven't really recovered from that. But now it's Albion at the top of that MIAA.
Yeah, definitely. I've experienced that just in my 4 years here, the importance of a coach and what it can do. So I think we've discussed it a little bit before, but just Jake DeCola as a coach, he holds the program to a high standard, and I think that is the most important thing for them. He's always done that, and it's kind of a my way or the highway type thing.
We'll see if we get any messages on Twitter.
That's definitely, the Brits are disciplined, is major factor in their program.
Yeah, I remember guys back when I was in school that played for DeCola talking about how tough he was on them sometimes. You know, guys would get in, per se, the doghouse, and they had to work their way out of that. But that was, you know, DeCola's way of running a disciplined program, and it's paid off for him.
Absolutely. 31, Adam Jarvis will charge in. Still looking for his first point of the season. Bowman's got it now. Now Chase Palmer checks in. Hard to tell them apart. Harm. Cody Davis puts one over the net. Palmer will grab it and bring it in.
Nate Silverman, Kay's goalkeeper, did a good job of making himself big there, forcing the shot to go a little bit high and wide.
Definitely.
He's a freshman this year, so he's still getting his feet under him, trying to feel things out.
Got some room to learn. Palmer gets in a little scrum.
Good strong battle there from Zach Morales. He's probably one of their better defenders that K has, the long stick midi.
K advances the ball up the field. Davis tries to steal, gets scooped straight up. Don't see that very often.
Strong battle there between the teams. Clapton Marquis comes up with it for the Hornets.
He does lead them. No, he's second in ground balls to Zach Morales.
True. You're picking up on that K Hornet knowledge, lacrosse knowledge, Steve.
Thank you, Kurt. Looks like the Hornets are going to hold here and look for a good scoring chance. They don't need to rush anything.
It's definitely, down 4 right now. They really want to take their time, be not necessarily methodical, but have a purpose in this attacking third. Turned it over right there, but you want to see them have a good possession, try and learn something, and see some success here at some point throughout the game today.
Freshman goalie Trevor McManus stands in, has started all 9 games for the Britons. Has 122 saves on the season already.
Wow.
He is a talented freshman. From what I hear from the team, they expect big things from him and from the rest of the freshmen and underclassmen in the future. So, looks like the future is bright for the Brits. Swift will control at the top, slow the tempo down a little bit.
Steve, you got to play on this field for a year. What was that like for you as a senior? Your senior season, got to play on this brand new turf field, great facility. What was that like?
Honestly, it was fantastic. This has to be the nicest field I've ever played on. Played for 18 years, played a lot of soccer on a lot of different fields, and I think this one takes cake. Probably being brand new had something to do with it, but our coach, Vitsa Molinar, did push for it to be 74 yards wide. That is the widest possible for a soccer field, so we had some extra width. But it was just fantastic. They do a fantastic job of keeping it intact too.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, they're treating it as an investment. So
Say it again.
fantastic turf, crisp turf, everything you could ask for as an athlete. So.
Albion tacked on another one there as we were discussing the field.
Chatting away about the past, man. I believe that was Paul Lewis who had the goal for the Britons, number 14.
Paul Lewis, the name of also a very successful cross-country runner here at Albion College.
Once upon a time, but not the same again.
And Hamper will control behind the goal. Last go around here for the seniors. It's a weird feeling, as we both know. They'll look to go out on top.
Yeah.
11.
I'm sure that's a feeling they would like to feel once again, as they've been MIAA champions the last 2 years.
After this, they'll take an away stretch at Adrian on the Tuesday the 11th, and they will play at Elma on Saturday. So,
a couple big games there.
A couple big games right there, and then they have a 3-game home stretch that they're looking forward to. So, nice steal right there. That was Evan Cernick. Hubble has it, and will lose control of it out of bounds, so it will be Hornets ball.
Morales will take over for K.
All right. Again, they'll look to slow the tempo down here. They'll look to put one on the scoreboard. Got just over 4 minutes left here in the first. Brits have a 5-0 lead.
I think this is the guy that's going to get that first goal for K here. Clapton Marquis.
Fires McManus with a big save down
Definitely good
low.
attempt from him there. You know, he beat his man. Strong right-handed shot, but a good save.
McManus will trot it up the field for the Brits. Cody Davis will grab it. Huge crowd here at the game today, Kurt.
Yeah, it's great to see, you know. Usually Lacrosse gets quite a good turnout here at Albion, that's for sure. I mean, it's a little bit less rowdy than what I'm accustomed to, I gotta say, but...
That is, in fact, because Charles McCunick graduated.
Quite a good turnout from the K supporters as well, over here on the left side of the bleachers. Lots of parents out here supporting their sons on this beautiful Saturday afternoon.
K has a bit of an interesting roster location-wise, where the players come from.
All over the place. Yeah, we got some kids from Colorado, New Jersey, New Hampshire. I mean, all over the place, man.
Washington is the one that stands out to me. That's a
Yeah.
long ways.
That is a very long way.
Albion has one player from out of state, a junior from Fishers, Indiana. The rest are from Michigan.
Fishers, Indiana, that's where Zach Irving, the Michigan basketball player, grew up and played.
As well as Gary Harris, who plays in the NBA.
Okay.
For the Denver Nuggets.
They produce a lot of athletes then.
They must.
Down at Fishers, Indiana. Yeah, but Coach Redco at K, he grew up on Long Island in New York, so no surprise for me to see that he's got a few kids from New Jersey and New Hampshire. I'm sure he tries to venture out that way and bring some kids to the southwest side of Michigan.
Hamper rattles the crossbar on a bounce shot right there. I definitely know what you mean. Women's lacrosse coach Shanta Lockhair is from California, so she likes to recruit out of that area as well, so there are a couple players from out there. Paul Lewis will control for the Brits, leading 5-0, 1:20 on the clock.
I needed to see what the goalkeeper was at. Charge him with the turnover on that last. 16.
Alec Palmer now has the ball. Against John Carroll, they created a Palmer passing triangle. Alec, Chase, and Harrison. Yeah, it was. John Carroll didn't stand a chance. Lewis will scoop it up.
I think you should have tried to go for the alliteration and call it like the Palmer passing pyramid or something like that, you know?
Wow, Curry, you've always been punnier than me, man. Well done, sir. It's just a God-given talent.
I know.
All right, Davis will control. Shake his man inside, cut to goal. And Harm will scoop it up as he got knocked out. Bowman will charge in, fire one, and that will be a save. Silverman directed it wide of the goal. Dave Brown looks to scoop the ground ball and does. A little bit of a loose pass, and Dave Brown was on it. It's a big body back there on defense.
Yeah. Him up against Brett Fitzgerald, there's a decent size difference there.
Decent size difference between Dave and most players.
Good little pick there from Nate Silverman, though, to end the quarter for K.
Let's lead 5-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Albion 5 and Kalamazoo.
I believe they had 5 different goal scorers, didn't
Catching up
they?
on the last
let's check that out.
College
That's
score of the quarter.
so the beauty of live stats are, you know.
LaBoyda, Bowman, Swift, Palmer, Lewis.
You're a pro, Steve.
Kurt, I'm blushing. 5 different goal scorers there for the Brits in the first quarter. They'll look to extend on their lead headed into the second. Couple scoring chances for the Hornets were stopped by McManus.
Yeah, 2 saves, or 1 save for McManus, 2 saves for Silverman, and goal for K. We got 3 other MIAA games happening around the league today. Calvin at Olivet, Adrian at Hope, Alma at Shrine. We'll give you some updates when we when we get the chance, check out what those scores are around the league.
Yeah, we'll give you the out-of-town scoreboard usually at halftime.
We can do that.
Defense is optional for them.
What if we take a look at the scoreboard right now? Can we do that?
It's not set in stone, Kurt. We can do anything.
Right now, Olivet leads Calvin 10-2. Basically, the end of the first quarter. 7 seconds
on the
left.
clock.
You never know; those live stats could be a little bit off, so it could be the end of the first quarter.
Olivet 10, Calvin 2.
So, Kurt, you've seen it from both standpoints, from Albion building from nothing to now Kalamazoo building from nothing. What do you see in Kalamazoo as a strong building point for the future?
I mean, I think Vince Redco is definitely the guy. He has the vision for the program, I think, very similar to what DeCola has. And they have the facilities just like Albion does now as well. Great, very similar K's lacrosse and soccer field. Just like this, it's a little bit wider here at Albion, like you were talking about, but it's still a really great facility over at K. They went through their transition, I want to say 2012.
Yep, it was ready to go for 2013 because that was my freshman year.
Okay. Yeah, so I think obviously he would like to bring in some more guys this year. I know he's working hard on the recruiting trail to get those numbers up because that really is one of the biggest keys right now. It's just continuing to build the program, putting a name for themselves in the MIAA. Once they get that first MIAA win, I think it'll really benefit them going forward.
Absolutely. Yeah, you really can't touch on it enough how important of a factor fatigue really is in the game.
Yeah.
When Albion's got twice as many players as Kalamazoo, especially if it's hot weather like it is today or will be later in the season. So definitely got to build the size of the roster, but if you say that he's got the vision, then he's definitely got the vision.
No, because he gave us the ball.
Oldest Palmer brother Harrison on it right now.
To 9 if he hasn't played today, sweetie. 9's in there for Albion.
No, or one kid from out of state.
3.
Just want to give a shout out to some of our listeners. Absolutely. We got Dylan Neal checking in, an Albion legend on the lacrosse field. Scored a lot of goals, a lot of assists. Just want to,
A lot of good memories.
yeah, great memories here at Albion that he provided us, and he provided for himself as well.
On and off the field.
Absolutely.
Stand-up guy, Dylan Neal.
Yeah.
Shot 24's goal.
Scott Shepard got that goal?
His first one.
Are you sure, Steve?
I forgot we switched it to play.
Let's get the official
The
roll here
Albion
from
goal.
Bobby Lee.
His first, Scott
Yeah.
Shepard.
Scott Shepard.
You trying to doubt me, Steve?
Never, Kurt. I would never do such a thing.
Unbelievable.
Chief, don't do this to me. Couple of big moments here for some Brits freshmen scoring their first collegiate goals.
Scott Shepard, the son of Matt Shepard, correct, Steve?
Correct.
He's the play-by-play voice for Michigan basketball. Also does some work for Fox Sports Detroit. I think he's in the house today. I think I saw him. So
If he's involved with Michigan athletics, you'll recognize him, Kurt.
that's probably true.
Good scoop right there from sophomore Adam Jarvis. Shout out to my roommate. He'll check off the field now. Ground ball specialist. As Cook will charge in. Shepard's got it again. Our one out-of-town player from Fishers, Indiana, Aaron McCann, is now in the game.
Out of state.
Out of state. Thank you, Bobby Lee.
Did you call him an out-of-town player? Is that
Out
what
of
you said?
town.
They're all
There you go.
Technically, it's not incorrect. It's just
I mean,
not as correct as it could be.
true. Any Albion guys on this roster?
No, there are no
I don't
Albion.
think so.
30. Wow. Just trying to get my name called once. Tip your SID at the door. 24.
All right. Cook makes a move towards the goal. Shot clock is turned on at 24. Bowman's got it.
Rare sight to see that shot clock turned on. It's not the most common thing you see, but the referees did believe that Albion was stalling a little bit. I like to see the pace of play sped up.
And it'll get tossed out of bounds. Looks like as Chase Palmer tried to pass to John Cook, his stick was interfered with by Liam Tate. And it did trickle out of bounds for the Hornets, so they will lead the charge up the field.
Liam Tate from the capital city of Michigan.
Special shout out to Tim Urso. Timmy Turbs is tuning in to the broadcast.
Is he?
Now there's a goal scorer for the Britons.
True.
Stand-up guy as well. Bobby Lee, Tim Urso says hello. And a Britons goal. Bowman with his second of the game, second of his career.
He's having a day. He's having a day for himself.
Still early on in the day. Might go for the hat trick, get the octopus out.
Albion's goal, his second
Hey, last
of the
game
day.
at Joe Louis tomorrow
Nick
afternoon.
What
What a day that's going to be at the Joe.
It's a sad day in Detroit sports. It is. Brits up to a 7-0 lead, 11:52 on the clock in the second quarter. McGregor Wright will take the face-off. He's had a solid day so far in the face-off department.
Yes.
Bit of a scrum. Wright tries to scoop it, goes loose. Johnson is there. Got a violation, so we'll go to the Brits. Good to see the support from the Albion Lacrosse alums here, Kurt.
Yeah. It's fantastic. You know, I can almost hear, you know, a loud Charles McCunick in the back of my mind right now, just chanting Turbo, supporting Timmy Turbs.
The kid could run.
True.
As we all know, Tim has a sister on the women's soccer team, Jenna. They will look to make a run for the conference title next year as well. They were actually tied for fourth place in the conference, lost the tiebreaker on head-to-head with Alma College to miss the playoff. But second half of the season, they were 7 wins and a tie in the conference.
That's right. One of the hottest teams.
Real unlucky to not get in the tournament. Could have done some serious damage. So
Yeah. And as you saw, Alma actually came to K. K won the outright MIAA regular season
scoops
championship
from the
in women's
goalkeeper,
soccer.
Silverman.
That was legit.
That was legit. So K won outright. Did they win the tournament?
They did not. They actually lost to Alma in the first round.
Really?
Yes.
So do we know who won that? Was it Hope?
Hope did.
I believe Hope did. It is tough. It's tough to take both outright and tournament titles.
Sure.
So that is something Albion's looking to do. Win right here, put them in the driver's seat at 1-0.
How do you feel about these uniforms, Steve?
You know, I am a huge fan of the Albion uniforms. We did switch over to Nike.
Okay.
So they got some new uniforms out here. I like the white, purple, white that they got going on with the gold helmets.
Yeah, the gold helmets, I gotta say, they're pretty fresh.
They're fresh. As far as Kalamazoo goes, you can definitely see them from a ways away.
They are bright.
They're bright.
I like the orange, though.
I do like the orange. I'm a fan.
I think I would like it a little more if they incorporated some black into them. I think they'd look a little better that way, but I'm not gonna complain. I think they look sharp.
I agree.
Good attempt there from Kay. Close down near the goal. They'll retain possession here. Over on the right side. Bonifacio.
Hornets look to get on the scoreboard here. And it did tip off of Antonio Corsi, so it will remain Hornets ball. Another freshman out there playing for the Brits.
That's Clapton Marquis over there, cradling.
Got about 8.5 left on the clock here in the second quarter.
Fitzgerald probing behind the net. Definitely some good Albion players we've seen behind the net in the past. A lot of history back there.
Got Dominic Hamper now.
Dom Hamper, you know, yeah, guys like Joel Hedemark, Joey Braley.
Joey Braley.
Definitely, yeah.
I believe Zach Hubble has just passed up a couple games ago Joel Hedemark on the all-time points list. So
it's impressive.
We're going to get a shot here. Goal. Pearson Ramsey.
That's good stuff. That's well done.
That is a freshman for the Hornets. That'll be his 5th goal of the season.
12 points for him. That puts him 4th among all K players this year. Good to see him on the board.
The Kalamazoo goal by Harrison Ramsey. His 5th goal of the season.
Hornets look to chip away at the 7-1 lead here. 8 on the clock. McManus and Edwards will step to half field to take the face-off. Usually DeCamp does face-offs for the Brits, so you see a huge size difference between McManus and DeCamp.
Interesting to change that up today. Leads them with 67 ground balls, and I know that's probably pretty high up there in Division III men's lacrosse as well.
He says there's a legal procedure, so there shouldn't have been a goal.
DeCamp does win over half his faceoffs, comes out to about 59%. He's won 104 of 178. So it looks like Wright's getting his chance today. He's doing a good job of it thus far. Hamper will control, give it to former roommate Zach Hubble. Alec Palmer on it now. Looks like the Brits toss a couple of goal scorers back on. Hubble will charge in, shoot left-handed wide. Good job by Hornets goalkeeper Nate Silverman to cut off that near post angle.
Zach Hubble going to play lacrosse in Australia after he's done here at Albion College, correct, Steve?
Correct. What a fantastic opportunity he was presented with. I have a couple classes with him. I've talked to him about it. He's excited for the future. How can you not be with an opportunity like that, honestly?
You're gonna go play lacrosse and you're gonna make money playing lacrosse. I mean, that's pretty cool.
In a place like Australia too. I mean, that's awesome to get to experience that straight out of college.
Yeah. Live the dream for a little bit.
Absolutely.
As long as possible.
Save on Hubble. Good save by Silverman right there.
Good find there from Silverman.
Brits will strip. It'll be scooped by Lowe's. Good scoop right there. He will trot forward and give it to Hamper. Now Harm, save. Big string of saves right here from Silverman.
Yeah, Silverman's really stepped up his play recently. He's cut down those angles, made himself big. I think that one went off his shoulder, maybe?
It looked like that or his stick.
Okay, might have been his stick, yeah.
Harm had the shot. Silverman is only a freshman, so he's definitely got some good years ahead of him. Got a lot to build on with the program.
Ann Arbor native. How do you feel about Ann Arbor, Steve?
Kurt, let's save that for a different time, my man.
I'm not. I'm just talking about the city, man.
It's a great city.
It's
a great city.
Yeah. The Hornets have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 guys from Ann Arbor.
Really?
How about that?
I'm counting for the Brits. 1, 2, 2 guys.
Okay. I know Ann Arbor Pioneer historically has had some good players come out of their lacrosse program.
Ooh, spin by Palmer. Good move. Looks in front. Scooped up by brother Chase.
You love that brother connection.
Do I or do they is the question.
I don't know. I think you do. They probably like it a lot too, though.
I'm guessing they're used to playing with each other.
Probably, yeah.
Shot in the dark. Gets there in time. Good save by Hamper. Little nutmeg. He'll fight for possession. Well done by the senior right there to keep the ball in play and maintain possession for the Brits. LeBoyd will trot in, fire, another save. Silverman. What is that, 3 or 4 in a row?
Yeah, I think so. He's seeing the ball well.
Brits did suffer a bit of a blow this season. At one of their away games, one of their leading scorers, number 21, sophomore David Dorado, did suffer a torn MCL. So that was a big blow for them. He was playing well, scoring goals. So 8 goals, 8 assists, had 16 points.
I feel that MCL pain right now. Playing in the washed-up athlete men's leagues of Kalamazoo. Hurt my own MCL this past week, so it's just
I'm sure the viewers really need to hear that. Jumping back to reality, Dorado was averaging 4 points a game before the injury, so the Brits attack definitely has to step up to fill that void. Hamper's got it. Shakes him right. Flips a pass across. Unlucky not to get possession there from Harm. Hamper's an elusive player right there. That's why he hangs out behind the net. Likes to shake out in front. Got 3 left on the clock here in the second quarter. Brits lead 7-1.
Were you trying to set me up for the shake and bake there? Is that what you were trying to do?
I was not. I feel like that's only really called for on a goal. Palmer to Hamper, shakes left, doesn't bake. Swift's got it now. Freshman Grant Lemansky on. Unlucky pass right there. Swift and Lemansky couldn't connect, so it will be Hornets' ball. Oh, Palmer tries to force the steal, but Clapton Marquis stays with it, maintains possession for the Hornets.
Hornets take a timeout?
This is a Kalamazoo.
Oh, like if you want to get a good possession here
The Albion
in the attacking
lacrosse
third,
team is
in this final 2 minutes of play, definitely, hopefully, the Hornets want to try and snag another goal before halftime.
Definitely looking to chip away at the lead a little bit at a time, so they want to make sure that they get a good offensive possession here.
If you're Jake DeCole, though, what do you say in your huddle to your team to try and keep them in the game as they go forward and propel them into halftime, Steve?
I think it's just got to be play their game. They've done it all season long defensively. They got to go out there and just get the job done. They got to keep it at the 7-1 lead here. They don't need any sort of momentum swing or anything like that. So go out there, play their game. Most importantly, just keep the player in front of them.
Yeah, as you can see, plenty of blue skies as the camera's showing you right now. I mean, just a beautiful day out here, not a cloud in the sky. It's just a great day. Great day out here at Albion College. for some men's lacrosse action between Kalamazoo College and the Britons.
Yeah, definitely. Albion women's lacrosse has a game at 3 o'clock today. They'll play Calvin College, probably their fiercest rival in the conference, along with a women's softball doubleheader at 1 o'clock, kicking off against Hope College. Getting ready to start in about 15 minutes. So, big day of home athletics here at Alumni Field.
You know who did give Albion women's lacrosse a couple good games last year?
Okay, don't answer my question.
Sorry.
Sorry, what was that? I was making sure that the stream is coming through for everyone here.
I mean, it's one of the wires. Does it ever bring it?
What was the question there, Kurt? My apologies. There we go.
I was just saying, do you know who did give Albion a couple good games last year in women's lacrosse?
I know Calvin did. Albion defeated Calvin away in regular conference play and then ended up losing the conference championship tournament by 1 goal at home to Calvin.
I do know another team that did too, though.
Is it Kalamazoo?
It is Kalamazoo, yeah. They're 2 good games.
Two good
them. They
games.
lost by 1 goal and lost by 2 goals in the conference tournament.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were actually leading the Britons late in the second half, both games.
Really?
Yes.
Who's that? 2 again? 2. Superfan
Marquee.
Andrew DeFranco in the house. 20. Yes.
We got Ramsey on it now.
Goal scorer on the ball. Jarvis defends. Jarvis is a good defenseman. Likes to keep the man in front of him. Uses his strong upper body. Doesn't give him much leeway to either side, so he'll stand in front. 1:10 on the clock. Shot clock remains useless.
That's one way of putting it, yeah. Flag from the referee. They'll continue until Albion
Fitzgerald's got it.
possession.
Talk about that size difference between Brown and Fitzgerald. You can see it right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Lewis will look for the steal, but it'll get scooped up by Marquis.
Good ground ball there.
Yeah, good ground ball.
Who's going over the softball game? Monica Brugnoni is there right now. I'll be there between games. Hopefully that.
30 seconds to go.
Shot clock will be turned off then. No use for it once there's below 30.
So Kalamazoo for these final 28 seconds will be a man up, as it looks like number 14. Paul Lewis is, no, he's not going to take a knee. Might be number 31, Adam Jarvis. No.
That's my roommate. He wouldn't do that. 17, Dave Brown.
Okay.
We figured out the mystery. Got a 30-second penalty.
Maybe I should just have some patience next time.
Kurt, overeager. So, Hornets do have a man-up opportunity for the last 28 of the second quarter. They'll look to capitalize on that opportunity. Chip away at the lead, or deficit, I should say, for them.
I'll be waiting for my call from the people in Little Caesars Arena for next season.
It's getting entrepreneurial, bringing popcorn to sell here.
4.
Who we got? We got Marquis, and who's the leading goal scorer for the Hornets, Kurt?
Brett Fitzgerald with the ball right now.
Number 4, so watch number 2 and number 4 to get something going here.
They just did a little switch there.
There's time.
It's done.
Yeah, I was speechless.
Albion 7 and Kalamazoo 1.
We got Albion leading Kalamazoo 7-1 at halftime.
You would have thought they would have gone for a goal scoring opportunity there.
I think they just lost track of the time. I mean, having the scoreboard at the opposite end of the field, they might have just not, kept that in their mind, or it was tough to know what the time was. So
Brits played some stellar defense as well. It might have just been the fact that they couldn't find a scoring opportunity.
was that a 30-second penalty? Do you know?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so the 2
2
seconds.
seconds into the third quarter there.
1:05 on the clock.
Got a 15-minute halftime here.
1-0. Need stats or anything? Not with only 10 minutes.
I think it's 10. I think it's 10 minutes, Steve.
Bobby Lee.
Should we join the people back later in about 5 minutes?
Yeah, we'll check back in with them in about 5 minutes. 10-minute halftime. My apologies. Thank you for the correction, Kurt.
All right.
The real professional.
We'll be back shortly.
thing. There's been
All right, we are back and ready to get underway here for the second half of action between the Kalamazoo College Hornets, Albion College Britons.
7-1. Brits hold the lead so far. Both teams beginning MIAA play today.
Nice stretch of saves right there towards the end of the first half for Hornets goalkeeper Nate Silverman.
Third quarter on forward. They're going to get Kalamazoo the ball, so no.
no, they're adults.
We are working on our live stream here.
Looks like the audio's still going.
Play around with it a little bit.
Video's having a little problem though.
Yeah, I was mad. I can't find it.
4, 2. And they're playing on the field.
Run upstairs and make sure that
It plugs in the camera too real well.
We go on top and check.
Yes, yes. Make sure it's in nice and tight too. Shot 2 closed.
And we are back. A little bit of a technical difficulty right there. Got it taken care of. Was that a 30-second for an illegal substitution there on the
I
Brits?
believe that is correct.
30 seconds.
Multitasking.
Legal substitution.
Steve Lockhart.
This is a Kalamazoo extra.
That's what that liberal arts
opportunity.
degree does.
Another big possession here for the Hornets as they'll look to take advantage of the man up.
17, 4, 17 shot.
High and wide.
Morales has had a little success this year with that long stick.
I was going to say it's tough for him
In
to
the
get that
attack.
down all the way to put it on frame with the defender right in front of him.
When you've seen the success from him so far this year, though, it's usually been in quick transition.
Albion College.
Him going one-on-one with the goalie or something like that.
Back to full strength here for the Britons. They kill the penalty successfully. Got a flag thrown again, mile high from the ref.
Some refs just get excited, I guess.
He wanted everyone to know that there was a penalty. As I mentioned earlier, the injury to sophomore David Dorado, he's already on the top 10 points list in Albion history. He's at 77. Tim Urso is on top of that list with 213, who we mentioned already. So 137 goals, 76 assists. Cameron Braun leads in goals, 149. Joel Hedmark leads in assists with 101. And current junior Kyle DeCamp leads heavily in ground balls with 382.
The Albion penalty, Ryan Griffiths.
Got another
1 minute
penalty.
for slashing.
Slashing
This
penalty
is
by
a
defenseman
Kalamazoo
number
extra man
19, Brian Griffiths.
opportunity.
So Kay will have a man-up opportunity for a minute here, Kurt. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Yeah, we'll see. They've worked the ball around a little bit here with these man-up opportunities. Haven't had too many shots, though. I think they've only had one from Zach Morales. So we'll see if they can get something else
Looks
going
like they're
here.
trying to isolate Fitzgerald. Yep.
17, 4, 17, 4.
Good
stick.
steal
That
right
was a
there.
great stick.
Yeah, Evan Cernak, freshman. Brits will look to possess and kill off this penalty. 30 seconds remain. Matt Lowe's will carry it into the offensive zone.
Captain for him, right?
I believe you are correct. Zach Hubble and Matt Lowe's. Who's possessing here? Laboida?
And Albion
And back to full strength.
Full strength.
Got Hubble, Laboida. Looks like they got some goal scorers in right here.
Yeah.
Hamper. Let's see how many goals Dom has this year. 5 goals, 6 assists. A rocket from Hubble goes wide. Hubble's from East Lansing. How do you feel about East Lansing, Kurt? How do you feel about the city?
I mean, to be honest, it's not my favorite city in the world. But no problem with it in general.
Good foul. Hubble rings the crossbar. Laboida gets the rebound and a save.
Silverman.
Yeah, Laboida picked out Hubble nice. He just hit the crossbar. Laboida grabbed the rebound and Silverman makes the save.
Nice little flip back on the ground ball there from George Asher. Flipped it back to the goalie Silverman so they could try and clear.
Hornets do maintain possession. Lowe's will go for the ground ball. Force it out of bounds to the Britons. Good play right there from Captain Matt Lowe's. Throw the crossfield pass. Griffiths has it. Looks like the Brits are going to take their time and possess here.
I don't think we've given the shout out to one of the alums we have in the stands today, Steve.
Who would that be, Kurt? I can't see down there.
Nick DiMaggio is here.
Is he really?
I believe so. The featured sales expert who does knick-knack notes every Monday. It's a good Fogo in history for Albion Lacrosse. 93 total ground balls throughout his career. 5th overall in Albion history. Or that was for 1 year. He got the 5th most ever in Albion history. 93.
Present in the stands today, Nick DiMaggio.
What a guy.
Hornets will turn it over. It'll be scooped up by junior Harrison Palmer. He will trot down. He might. Oh, good pass. Thought he was going to shoot it himself.
Good work, Harrison.
A little bit of trickery right there.
Yeah.
Hamper. Got a
flag down right now,
flag
Steve.
thrown. I noticed that, Kurt. I was trying to say it.
Okay.
You beat me to the punch, my man. The real pro. I think Hamper's trying to get on the scoreboard today.
You think he's pressing for one?
It looks like he might be. Bowman sit on a hat trick behind the goal. Ooh, shakes right. A little bit of a slower tempo so far here in the second half.
Yeah. No goals as we're almost 7 minutes in. Even with a couple extra man opportunities for Kalamazoo early on in this third quarter.
Davis spins inside, wide open, gets blocked by the defender. Looks like Clapton Marquis might have got a stick on that.
Potentially.
Didn't even find its way to Silverman, so good defense right there from the Hornets.
I don't think that was Marquis, but tough to see numbers sometimes.
Red number 3, 30-second penalty.
For what?
Too many minutes.
That'd be a 30-second penalty to the Hornets. Too many men on the field. Palmer's got it. Laboida. Harm Brits look to take advantage of this opportunity. Let's see. Cook's got it. Fires. Save.
Silverman, seems like we've said his name quite a bit towards the end of the first half and now here early on in the second half.
Hamper goal.
That was a good little steal from Albion there.
Great steal from the Brits right there. Hamper scooped up the ground ball, was one-on-one with Silverman, and just
stick check, ground ball, pick it up. Hamper, easy goal.
Not gonna miss from there. Here comes DeCamp to take the face-off for the Brits.
I'm not gonna say you called it, but you might have called it.
I might have. Some might say that.
The Albion goal by Dominic Hamper, his 6th of the season.
Go, Paul!
Let's see who wins this face-off here. DeCamp. Strong face-off win right there. Trots right into goal. Passes to Harm. And Silverman clears him out. Good play right there. And good hustle from John Cook right there.
Man won that race. It was close.
It was a close
Morales
race.
almost got there.
It's a good hustle. Again, the fatigue factor that plays a role.
In the end, Cook, though.
Fresh legs. Oh, fires one just wide as he wraps around. Hamper's there. Lead up to 8-1 for the Brits. Good pass from Cook right there. Unlucky for Swift not to be able to handle it. Some nice passing out of the back right there from Kay.
Yeah, good pressure there from the Brits, though. As Connor Hill drops that one as Kay tried to clear.
Lewis will fire a shot wide. He's got 1 goal on the day.
Albion softball underway now. Kitty corner to the field. Taking on Hope.
Good find. Lewis off the post. Lemansky grabs the rebound and puts it high. There's got to be 3 or 4 posts today for the Brits.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Some good passing right there. Good fake by Cook. Swift has it now, loses his footing, holds on to the ball, and Harm scoops it, fires, and scores. Swift lost control of it, and Harm scooped it up and fired it in.
Yeah, Nick Schneider contested him well there, knocked him to the ground. I think he did knock it out of his stick, right?
The Albion
but Albion recovered.
Unfortunate for the Hornets right there, but it fell right to Harm. DeCamp steps back out to the face-off.
You could say it fell right in Harm's way.
Oh my God.
Bobby, can I check out now? Or?
Check, please.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kurt Miller, ladies and gentlemen. Kurt Miller.
Will be performing at the Firekeeper stage.
Unbelievable. DeCamp wins the face-off for the Britons. Oh. He will charge in, spin left, fire a shot, and score. Solo dolo goal from Kyle DeCamp right there.
That was impressive. That was very impressive.
That
Gave
was
a little
impressive.
spin move there. Shot it with the left hand.
He's a big body out there. Tough to force him out of the way.
Albion
So.
goal, his 6th of the season. DC Kyle DeCamp.
Alex Boucher is in the game.
Face-off picked up by Adam Jarvis.
Shout out roommate.
Already, by the way.
Well, at least you got in. I'm gonna say that
Jersey number, but
if the referee called. Should be about 5-10.
Officials heading over to the scorers table to
20, he says.
Looks like we got an
get the
issue
clock
with the
changed.
clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5:20. It's like,
Took 7 seconds.
I think that was actually 14.
Was
Double
it?
that.
14.
Carry the 2.
Classic. You know, there's a fence in my way. I can't see the numbers. I swear.
At least Stephen Lockhart doesn't do a selfie over
What's your major, Steve?
I'm a communication studies major.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Kurt Alexander Miller, you were a double major in economics
That's true.
and was it mass media communication?
Mass media communications, yes. Or communication studies, I should say. Exciting stuff. I know the people want to know that.
I just figured, you know, if they want to know about me, they want to know about you. You know, had some experience out in the real world. Great pass from Lomansky. Wow.
Yeah, that was through some traffic.
Threads the needle to Chase Palmer. Joe Hedmark-esque.
Wow. That's a shout out.
Simple finish right there for the freshman Chase Palmer.
The Albion goal is second by Chase Palmer. The assist to Nick Bowman. Palmer from Bowman.
Isn't it Grant Lomansky on the assist?
I saw 1.
I thought it was 5.
Dusty said it was from 1.
That's going to be scooped up by Alex Boucher for the Britons.
First action of the game today.
Yep.
For Boucher. Freshman. He's from Ann Arbor, too.
Yes, Matt Lowe's grabs that loose ball and he will trot in. He's getting chased by
Is he going to try it? Oh, he does.
Ramsey. High and wide from Lowe's.
7.
Another shot, and it will be saved by Silverman. Lowe's will trot back to the defensive zone.
No.
Silverman with 9 saves today.
Pretty impressive feat
Not
against
bad,
the Brits.
45% save percentage.
Jarvis will defend. Hornets look to slow the tempo down a little bit here. The score has escalated a little bit, so they need to get back on the scoring track here. Got 3:15 on the clock in the third quarter. Here comes the Albion train, Kurt. Do you miss that?
You know, I live by the train tracks in Kalamazoo as well,
Ah.
so it's like it never left.
Ah, perfect.
I mean, to be fair, it really hasn't never left because it's the same train, same Amtrak train. Just a little bit of an hour different, so.
Knowledge coming from Kurt Miller.
Did you see a little later than we did?
There it is. The horn and everything.
Looks like the Brits defensemen are putting in some good shifts here. Attack and Midi get some substitutions. Good defense by Jarvis. Doesn't allow him the goal.
Seems like every home game we've had in Kalamazoo for men's lacrosse, it's either been snowing for 2 of the games, like pouring snow, or pouring rain. So this is a nice change of scenery for them.
You could say it's pouring sunshine, Kurt.
Wow. You could say that.
I'm just not as good at these puns as you are, you know?
I guess so.
Didn't take long.
Dave Brown steps to defend, looks for the steal. Size difference comes into play, but
Fitzgerald
Fitzgerald scoots
strike
out of
behind
it.
the net.
Yep. But we got a flag thrown.
Check to the head, maybe? Slash? What are you thinking here, Steve?
I'm thinking slash, but I'm not positive. Let's see what they come up with. It's going to be 17, Dave Brown.
Just a push.
Just a push, 30-second
Okay.
penalty.
Heard some
The
fans not really
Albion
like that call. Didn't really agree, but
30 seconds.
You know, it's not
for
really
pushing. This
necessarily
is
their
Kalamazoo
opinion that
extra man
matters. It's the referee.
opportunity.
So
It's in fact not their opinion that matters. Crowded here for the game today. Love to see the turnout.
17.
Good mixture of students and parents. So
quick play right there from Kay, but good save.
yep. McManus and Lowe's kind of combine. Oh, good move right there from Lowe's. Chops it around one side, runs around the other, gives it to Lemansky, and it is stolen.
Quickly back the other way.
Yep.
Oh, flag down though. Looks like
Marquis had to steal there for the
Kay did
Hornets.
something that the referees did not like. It's gonna be Ramsey.
The goal scorer for the Hornets.
And looks like it'll be Fitzgerald actually.
The Kalamazoo penalty. Brett Fitzgerald. 1 minute for unnecessary roughness. This is an Albion extra man opportunity.
All right, Britons go one man up for a minute here on the unnecessary roughness from Brett Fitzgerald.
Shots in the game today, 35-8 in favor of the Britons. On goal, 20-4. Kalamazoo leading in saves. Silverman with 9, McManus with 3. Face-offs heavily in favor of the Britons, 13-1. Ground balls also heavily in favor of the Britons, 29-9.
Hamper, good pass to Harm. Fell in harm's way for another goal there, Kurt.
Thanks for saying that again.
No problem, man. I just thought that it was so good that why not use it twice?
Sure.
12-1 lead for the Brits. Is that a hat trick for Harm today? Let's check on that. Second.
The Albion College
confirmation.
extra man goal by Drew Harm. It's his
Sports
second
information
of the
director
day.
Bobby Lee with the
assist
confirmation.
to Dominic Hamper.
DeCamp steps back out to the face-off against Edwards.
So, Steve, you've seen Albion Lacrosse play on Alumni Field here. You've also seen them play over at the football stadium,
Sprinkle Sprandle Stadium.
Sprinkle Sprandle. Which venue would you prefer?
I mean, I feel like I'm biased towards this just because I had the opportunity to play on it.
It's a little more intimate, you could say, probably. You know, the fans are closer to the field.
Yeah, definitely. The football stadium has the larger bleachers, so there's that for sure. More of a condensed area here. I guess I would definitely have to say here. I'm sure most lacrosse players would too, just solely based off the fact that it's brand new.
Lacrosse program would like
So,
to welcome back the return of one
both
of
are nice
fine
venues, but it's kind of hard to
alumni
pass up
and
this
Nick DiMaggio.
brand new stadium.
Nick DiMaggio gets a round of applause from the fans as he is announced by Bobby Lee.
Harm had both of his goals in that last quarter, correct? He didn't make them in the first quarter.
I don't remember. It seems like his were both later.
All right, we got a goalie substitution here for the Brits.
Okay.
Junior goalkeeper Brandon Tata will step in and relieve, Trevor McManus of his duties. McManus had a 75 save percentage in his 3 quarters, 1 goal on 4 shots on goal. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard, Olivet leads Calvin 21-3 with just under 2 minutes left in the third. Hope leads Adrian 5-1 at the start of the second quarter. Trine and Alma will be underway at 2 o'clock. Smart play right there from the Hornets. Goal scorer Harrison Ramsey looks to trot in. Puts one wide. Good defense from freshman Jacob Swift right there.
First real test for the new goalkeeper. Nothing on frame there, but still had to be ready.
Lowe's will defend. Shot will go wide. Remain with the Hornets. Good defense from Lemansky right here. Forced a real tough shot from Doug Shipp right there. Goes wide. Hornets are pressing, but the Brits are playing some stellar defense here.
Yeah. I think Shipp was a little off balance on that shot.
Definitely across his body, too.
Yeah.
Lemansky with a big steal right there. He'll scoop it up and run. Fires it off the post. Full field run right there. Hamper bodies Marquis, who scoops it up and meets Jacob Swift.
Right, it's well done though.
Got a timeout to the Britons here.
This is an Albion timeout.
Just over 2.5 minutes here into the fourth quarter. Brits lead 12-1. Definitely a slower paced game here in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Albion kind of took their pedal off the gas. Not necessarily took their pedal off the gas, or their foot off the gas pedal, but I think they just tried to put in some new bodies, get some guys to get in, find some experience, and then we've touched on it multiple times today. Kalamazoo might just be running a little low on the amount of energy they have left with limited subs that they can run in and out of the game.
Yeah, definitely. Albion wants to get those freshmen some experience, and they also want to keep the whole team fresh, if they can do it. Yeah. So
that's why they're using the freshmen, right?
Yet another one, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Anyways, let's see. Yep, freshman Alex Boucher steps back on. Sees some more action today for the Brits. They will defend out of the timeout. What do you think DeCola's reasoning was for that timeout, Kurt?
You know, it seemed like Kay had kind of had quite a spell of possession as they score right there. Brett Fitzgerald. I think he put that one through the legs.
It looked like a 5-hole goal as he wrapped around.
Yeah, but I think DeCola's reasoning might have been that, like I said, Kay had a good spell of possession there on the attack, and he just wanted to get things organized and keep the Britons focused throughout the rest of the game.
I think so too.
As you see, Kalamazoo comes out right there and
Come out firing.
they use the timeout to their advantage. So
That'll be 15th goal of the season for Brett Fitzgerald. Leads the Hornets in points with 28.
good player.
Absolutely.
One of those guys from New Jersey.
Jarvis takes the face off and scoop. Nope, does not. Bowman tries to scoop. Still rolling to the goalie, and it is finally scooped up by
Morales.
Yes. Good job by Bowman right there to body off the K player for Cernick to come in and scoop. That's a shake and bake, Kurt. Hamper puts a shake and bake on the K college player. Like I mentioned, he's definitely shifty. That's his strong point.
True.
Couple Palmers in here. Chase Palmer will grab it right here. Alex behind the goal will receive the pass. Who else they got? Bowman, Harm, Davis, and Hamper out there as well. Bowman shifts around. Great pass. Great pass from Bowman to Chase Palmer right there. Buries the goal. Palmer cut right through the middle, and he found him on the run.
That he did. Number 1, that's the former number of Nick DiMaggio, I believe. It's getting plenty of shout-outs today.
The Albion goal light, Chase Palmer, his 3rd of the season. The assist to Nick Bowman.
Looks like Jarvis is on the face-off again for the Brits.
It's been Joe Edwards all day in there for Kalamazoo.
Tough battle for Edwards in there. Albion, they have some
They're running guys in and out, different,
very prolific face-off winners. I know
Yeah.
DeCamp was, I believe, top 10 in Division III in face-off win percentage last year.
I think so.
And freshman McGregor Wright didn't give him any different effort than DeCamp would. So Jarvis will check right off after winning the face-off. Davis will spin. Good move right there.
Got some Albion College women's lacrosse action coming up later today too, right, Steve?
Yes, sir. 3:30. They will take on Calvin College.
Right here.
Coming off of a big win at Elma. I believe it was 16-7. LaBoida finds behind the net. Nice move right there from Scott Shepard. Another goal this game for him.
Could be a second.
Yep, second of the game for Shepard. Nice little move right there. Got the goalie to bite and just kind of dropped it in under him.
The Albion goal, his 2nd of the day. Scott Shepard.
9:37 to play here in the fourth quarter. 14-2. Albion holds the lead over Kalamazoo.
Lemansky will trot up the field with the ball. And fire it in. Quick transition right there for the Brits.
Yeah. Looks like you can see
That is the first goal of his career.
The Albion goal.
Zach Morales and George Asher talking things over, trying to get organized on the defensive side of the ball.
So let's see. We've had Lemansky score his first goal of his career. Shepard his first 2. Bowman has 2. Big day today for some of the freshmen.
Yeah, a lot of firsts.
First of many, you would hope.
Kay takes that face off on a violation.
Jarvis will defend. Jarvis transitioned from a long stick midi this year.
About that transition last year by Brad Bogus.
Yeah, what a transition it was from, what do you have, about 25, 30 goals a year as an attack?
I can't speak, I don't know about that, but
I believe it was about 25 goals a year to goalie.
To an all-MIAA performer as Clapton Marquis gets his first of the day there for Kalamazoo.
That will take the score to 15-3 Albion, 8:38 remaining on the clock.
A little underhand scoop and shot there from Marquis.
Yeah, big transition right there. Almost an uncanny one to go from attack to goalie of all positions. But like you mentioned, all MIAA. Did well in the NCAA tournament even, so encouraging to see him step up and play what his team needed him to play.
Exactly.
McManus seems to be doing a good job of filling that spot in the goal, as Bogus had a tough spot to fill from Kyle Fermanchik.
Yeah.
Fantastic goalkeeper for 4 years for the Britons.
Yeah.
So Jarvis fights for this ground ball. And that's going to be out of bounds to the Brits. So Swift will scoop. Brits are going to look to slow the tempo here. Got a commanding lead, 8 on the clock.
Wouldn't be shocked to see the shot clock come on at some point here.
Definitely not. One thing you definitely don't want to see in a game like this is an injury of any sort to any player.
Yes.
Or in any game for that matter. So we'll look to finish this game injury-free. It's a good look out front there. Good save by Brandon Matthews right there, freshman. Good hustle over there to keep it in bounds. Is that Shepard with the ball? Sitting on a hat trick?
It is.
Let's see if he can barely that third. Lemansky's shot gets blocked. Good scoop right there. And he'll spin his man back inside.
Morales caused that ball to go to ground. Leading Kelly with the most ground balls this year is Morales.
It will be the Brits' ball.
No, not yet.
Well, Kurt, what have you seen from this year's Albion men's team that you've seen in the past? What kind of similar, and a goal right there. Number 9, Aaron McCann. That will be his first goal of the season.
I mean, to be honest, not much has changed.
Not much has changed.
It's pretty similar to come back and come here, you know,
The Albion goal is first of the
covering
season.
Kalamazoo, but it's always good to come back on campus and see some Albion men's lacrosse as well. But, I mean, it looks like it's a lot more of the same. There's the same amount of depth, a lot of talent on the team as well. They're going to keep pressing nonstop, even if they're in the lead. And DeCola is just, he's got that mentality into his team that they know they're going to come out and play well, and that's what they've done today.
I think you're right. I think we touched on it already, the consistency of the high standard that they're held to. So, it's, like you mentioned, it's always good to come back to where you spent 4 years and see the success.
That's right. And we also talked about the scheduling that Coach DeCola has had for this team. You know, they play a tough regional non-conference schedule.
Good spin move from John Cook right there. Fired right into Silverman's hands.
Hey, but they came back 6-3, well prepared to try and win another MIAA championship.
Yeah, definitely. A couple of losses too. Denison, Ohio. I mean, that's a big time program. That's a Final Four team. So you got them. You got Aurora, another big time team that they face in the tournament often. So if you're going to see them later on, that's right. You know, you look to prepare for them a little bit beforehand. So I think you're right. Out of conference scheduling is a big factor as well. Albion's got a defenseman in number 13, John Bolello from Dexter, Michigan.
There he is.
There he is.
A Dexter Dreadnought.
Is that the mascot?
That is the mascot. Wow. The Dreadnoughts, man. It's an old battleship.
It's an interesting choice.
It's pretty cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Goal.
Is that the Hattie? I think that's the Hattie.
That is the Hattie for freshman Scott Shepard. Nick Bowman helped him out. Great deal with a simple pass. All they had to do was bury it. Got it done.
That's his hat trick.
I was expecting the play-by-play call similar to what Matt Shepard would do, his dad, Steve, but
the assistant, Nick Bowman.
I guess we'll have to settle with the Steve Lockhart version of it.
You know, I'm not any, I'm not there yet. I'm just trying to work my way there, Kurt.
Okay.
Why, how would he call it? Go ahead, enlighten us.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a professional.
You get paid for it, you're a professional.
He works with U of M, right?
He does some stuff with Fox Sports Detroit, and then he does the play-by-play for, the Michigan basketball team.
Yeah, see, I would never listen to that, so can't say I would know how he would call that. But you, on the other hand,
yeah, and I mean,
again, I guess it's a different thing though, because there's no hat trick in basketball. So
I guess I do a little bit of play-by-play here and there. It is part of my profession, so doing sports information. But I think to get to that level, you got to have quite a bit of practice.
I think it's only fair that we definitely give a shout out to communications professor Andy Boyan.
Yeah, for sure.
The advisor. Big sports fan. I'm sure he's watching the stream here today. All around good guy.
Absolutely.
Definitely helps a lot with placement in the professional field. Would you agree?
He definitely does. He's always looking out for his students. Always trying to make sure they're finding jobs that they're interested in, importantly, and just doing what he can for all of his students all the time.
It's an encouraging thing to see from a professor and advisor, definitely.
Exactly. Just got granted tenure not that long ago.
Fantastic for him.
Yeah.
3 kids at home.
I'm sure the family's very happy.
I'm sure they are.
Although I know some of those they're still pretty young, so maybe they'll understand sooner down the road.
Just over 3 minutes remain on the clock here. Albion's got the 17-3 lead.
They lead by 2 touchdowns.
Palmer behind the goal, shakes left. Dishes off to McCann. Open shot, goal. That's 4 on the day for Shepard. Having himself a day.
That one was top corner.
That, in fact, was.
The Albion College goal by Scott Shepard. His 4th of the day. The assist to Aaron McCann.
Good find right there from junior Aaron McCann. Who we got on the face-off here, Kurt? Is it McGregor?
For Albion?
Yeah, I believe it's McGregor, right? Yes, it is.
Yeah, for K, it's Joe Edwards.
Good face-off win right there.
McGregor, another one of those Dexter guys, one of those dreadnoughts. It's where assistant coach for Kalamazoo, Ty McGuire, resides as well. I know alumni Dylan Neal does some coaching with McGuire and head coach Vince Redco over in the Ann Arbor area as well.
Another goal for the Brits, Alec Palmer.
The Palmer brothers getting it done.
Haven't seen much of Harrison today. Alec and Chase are out there.
You think they'll give him some brotherly love for not getting as many goals as them?
6.
I'm sure there will be some jousts.
Some verbal jousts.
Just mentioned Dylan Neal sits 6th all-time in points in Albion College men's lacrosse history. 129 points, 81 goals, 48 assists.
And he missed a significant amount of time.
He did. He missed almost the whole season his junior year with the knee injury.
And now an extra man
Impressive.
opportunity.
To be that high up the ranks.
Tim Urso sits at 213. That's tough to catch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. We'll see what happens down the road, but
53 points a
he
season.
set the standard.
Absolutely. Just over 2 to play. 19-3 lead for the Brits. Wouldn't be surprised to see the shot clock turn on here, would you, Kurt?
I mean, it doesn't look like Albion's really been stalling in the attack. They're still trying to have good possessions and go forward, and they're not really going slowly. So
Speaking of Harrison Palmer, look who's on the field. Hamper, Hubble go for the steal. We got a flag thrown.
yeah, he got hit in the
3
head.
flags thrown, yeah.
I think the officials were pretty sure they didn't miss that one.
Yeah, they're on top of that one.
I'm assuming all those flags are for the exact same thing, but
You'd think so.
they're going to chat it over real quick before they tell the scorer's table.
Looks like Hubble takes a knee, number 4.
Timeout. Okay.
Got a Kalamazoo College timeout. 1:30 on the clock.
131, Steve.
1:31, Kurt. I was unaware our cameraman was going to zoom in and expose me like that. I'm going to have a talk with him.
Tigers baseball underway as well. Started at 1 o'clock today.
What's the record on the Tigers so far this year, Kurt?
They're 2-1.
2-1?
Yeah, they're doing all right.
Delay, 30 seconds.
We got 2. Looks like we got 2 flags here.
Number 4, check 1 minute.
Got a cross check on Hubble for a
believe so.
minute, and then we got a delay a game 30 seconds.
And I think that was Harrison Palmer.
Number 20?
I think so. I think that's what they said. We'll see though.
White number 4, 1 minute cross check.
Yep. We got Hubble 1 minute for a cross check, and we'll see who takes the 30-second penalty.
Looks like it might have been number 22, actually.
That would be Hamper, yeah.
The Albion penalties.
Former roommates take knee together,
30
man.
seconds
Wow.
for delay of game. Zach Hubble, 1 minute for a cross check.
Brits will be on all-out defense right here.
That they will.
Kalamazoo College, full strength.
Okay, now is a two-man advantage right here for the next 14 seconds. High and wide. Morales.
I think you'd like to see a shot a little bit closer to the goal with the two-man advantage, but they're still 1 man up.
20 seconds left
20
in that.
seconds. They'll try to
Good
get more
read
shots
by
off.
Dave Brown right there. Steals the pass. Brits are going to kill this one out.
Albion College, full strength.
Lemansky's got it. 26 on the clock. Now with Bowman.
I think they'll probably just kill the clock here.
I'd say that's a stellar guess right there, Kurt.
Hey,
Bowman will kill it. 5 on the clock. Brits are going to take
good save there from Silverman.
the 19-3 win at home against the Hornets of Kalamazoo College.
Albion 19 and Kalamazoo 3. We hope you will stick around this afternoon. The Albion
Some final numbers on the day.
In action over at Dempsey Field.
Albion led in shots 49-14. Shots on goal 30-6.
Common College.
Kalamazoo led in saves 11-3. Albion won faceoffs 20-5. Ground balls 38-13. 13 of 14 on clear balls for Albion. 13 of 21 for K. Turnovers 17 to Albion, 27 to Kalamazoo.
All right, so in the game then for Albion.
And they were 1 of 3 on man up. K was 0-5. Stay tuned. We will be live for the women's lacrosse game that begins at 3:30.